Have you ever had a moment where you just wanted to stop? Not quit, not give up, just pause. But you didn't, because there was too much to do, too many people depending on you, too many things that would fall apart if you did. So you kept going. You always do. You push through the exhaustion. You hide the overwhelm. You silence your own feelings just to get through the day. And from the outside, it looks like strength. But inside, it feels like you're slowly running out. Look at these women. Before they sit in that chair, before anything changes, look into their eyes. There's something there you recognize. That quiet heaviness, that silent fatigue. That look of a woman who has been carrying everything without putting anything down. One of these women hasn't taken a moment for herself in years. Years. Not because she didn't want to, but because every time she thought about it, something else needed her more. So she told herself, later. I'll get to me later. But later kept moving further away. Until one day, she stopped expecting it at all. Because when you keep putting yourself last, you start to believe that's where you belong. At the end. After everything and everyone else. But then something shifts. She sits in that chair, and it looks like such a small moment, but it's not. Because this time, she didn't push it aside. This time, she chose herself. And at first, it feels unfamiliar, almost uncomfortable. You can see it, that hesitation, that quiet guilt. Like she's thinking, should I really be doing this right now? But she stays, and that one decision begins to change everything. The stylist starts. The scissors move, and slowly, something deeper begins to fall away. Not just hair, but the weight, the pressure, the emotional exhaustion she's been holding on to for years. You can see it happening. Her face softens. Her shoulders drop. Her breathing slows. And then her eyes. That's where it begins. That small spark, that light slowly coming back. And then the tears. Not because of how she looks, but because of how she feels. Because in that moment, she realizes something she forgot. She matters. Not just to others, but to herself. She deserves care. She deserves time. She deserves to feel like she exists, beyond what she gives. And sometimes, that realization is overwhelming, because you don't realize how long you felt invisible until you finally feel seen. And then comes the moment. The mirror. The chair turns. She looks at herself. Really looks. And everything becomes still. Because the woman looking back at her doesn't look drained anymore. She looks alive. She looks present. She looks like someone who came back to herself. And then she smiles. A real smile. The kind that says, there I am. Because that's what this really is. Not just a transformation, a return. A woman finding her way back after being lost in everyone else. And maybe, as you're watching this, you feel something in your chest. Because you understand. Because you've been there. Or maybe you're still there. Being strong. Being everything for everyone. But quietly losing yourself. So hear this. You are not meant to live your whole life on empty. You are not meant to disappear in your own story. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to choose yourself. Not later, not when everything is done. Now. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to prove anything. You already deserve it. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be small. One moment, one breath, one choice that says, I matter too. Because every time you choose yourself, you come back. Slowly, gently, but truly. Look at these women one more time. Look at their eyes, that light, that softness, that quiet confidence. That's not just a makeover. That's a woman remembering she still exists beyond what she gives. And the truth is, that woman is still inside you too. Not gone, not broken, just waiting. Waiting for you to see her again. Waiting for you to choose her again. So maybe today, you don't change everything. Maybe today, you just stop. You breathe. You look at yourself, and this time, you don't walk past her. You stay. Because she's been waiting for you.